That's all I got to say. Everybody hollering about the economy messed up, had America going, you know what I'm saying, broke, blase blah. I remember back in the day, man, we had a thing we used to do. We had pride, it was called Made in America. Like, if your shirt was made in America, it was pretty much like wearing a polo shirt, you know what I'm saying? You know, that was official, you know. Everything was made in the USA. It's a campaign for that. Now, when you get away from that, if you get away from circulating money, if you know about the Black Wall Street, you know anything about Black Wall Street back in the day, you know they accumulated their money amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? It was a black community because white people didn't want to spend no money with black people, you know, except to keep their kids or clean up or something at the time. So the jobs that had to be created, that had to make money, was people had to buy clothes, people had to go to school, you know what I'm saying? But you know, so everybody supported one another. It turned all the money circulated amongst each other, you feel me? But now you got folks, you know what I'm saying, you in the black community, let's say, I'm talking about America in general, but I'm talking about specifically right now the black community real quick. We don't even, you know what I'm saying, patronize each other like that. We'd rather go to the Arabia, you know what I'm saying, Middle Eastern folks, or you know what I'm saying, the Chinese, Asian, Korean, you know, whatever. We will go to them before we go to the black establishment. I know that personally, you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Take back in the day, they had the sub shop cranking that joint in. And they had the Chinese joint on the corner. Then New York Fried Chicken opened up, and they walked right past me. Oh, you got the best steak and cheese ever. Where the hell you going? You just going up there, and I go up there. I sell them a machine, and they got flies everywhere. And this man said, without the West End, they would have shut me down. So he know that he just carrying the black community. He told me he making 10 stacks out of everything a week. They got about 10 stores, actually about 10 stores around. And I mean, it's just because they work with each other. You know what I'm saying? I tried to get dudes to work with me and all that. I had one little dude that was gonna work with me. You know what I'm saying? But then when I went, I was about to open up another establishment. I get the spot. I lease the spot. I got equipment and everything. I need about 2,000 more just to open up restaurant. You know, that's gonna make bread. You know what I mean? And you know, I folded all that 2 stacks because nobody that I deal with. You know what I'm saying? Because I deal with basically, you know, black people, my folks, they won't try to spit out no money because they didn't know what you was talking about, anyway. But as far as spending the US, man, we can solve the economy, man. Don't just buy, like, you got to do your history, do your research. Don't just buy a American car, man. Figure out what you buy if they giving jobs to Americans. You know what I'm saying? Is the plant in America? You know what I'm saying? Is the headquarters here? Is the owner? All that. If that money circulating over here, man, you know what I'm saying? Before you spend some big bread, you know what I'm saying? You got Chinese people own Rockefeller Center now. You know what I'm saying? You got foreigners owning the docks, the ports. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. We talking about Obama is the worst ever. It was the worst ever because it was the worst ever. Well, it was on the way when Bush was doing it. Bush ran this joint to the ground, dog. Bush made everybody hate us, man. You know, people ain't really like America from back in the day because we a hypocrite nation. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm mixed. My mother had jungle fever. You feel me? But I grew up in D.C., Chocolate City, around all black people. Then I moved to Richmond, around all black people, you know what I'm saying? And at the time they was like murder caps and the drug infested. You know, I grew up in the late 80s and early 90s, which, you know what I'm saying, where I was out there in the streets, it was, you know what I'm saying, it was a hell of a crack era, you know what I'm saying? And you do the history on that and see what that, you know what I'm saying, then they give you more time for crack because black people say, there's so much racist stuff out here and it's inevitable. Man, it's impossible not to see this stuff. So much racist stuff out here, but we don't act like it ain't there. Man, you got a dude called the president a tar baby.